Hyun marries Sun Yijin. The wedding that broke the internet became more than just an event. It turned into a global phenomenon, a story that millions across the world could not stop talking about. The love story of two stars who captured hearts on screen in Crash Landing on You, now stepping into reality, felt like a fairy tale unfolding before our very eyes. From the moment the first whispers of their romance began, fans held their breath, waiting for confirmation. When the news of their relationship finally came, it sent shockwaves across the entertainment industry, but nothing could compare to the frenzy that erupted when the couple officially announced they were getting married. The internet was never the same. The wedding day itself became a spectacle long before the actual ceremony. The anticipation was immense. Media outlets set up live coverage outside the venue. Fans camped online for hours, refreshing feeds and waiting for every scrap of information. Hashtags related to the event trended worldwide even before the bride and groom arrived. Hyun and Sun Yijin had always been regarded as the golden couple of Korea, and now the moment of their union drew in not just local interest but the attention of people across Asia, Europe, the Americas, and beyond. Every fan who had fallen in love with their chemistry on screen now felt as though they were invited to witness the culmination of that magical love story. The venue chosen for the wedding was shrouded in secrecy until the last moment. The couple, valuing privacy, ensured that details were tightly controlled, but once photos began to leak, the world was stunned. The setting looked like something pulled straight from a romance film, with flowers draping the aisle, chandeliers glittering under the soft lights, and an atmosphere that radiated elegance and intimacy. Sun Yijin appeared like a vision in a gown that captured both grace and timeless beauty. Her presence left not just the guests but the entire global audience in awe. Hyun stood tall and proud beside her, exuding confidence and warmth. The sight of them together silenced even the loudest of critics. As the ceremony began, emotions overflowed. The vows exchanged between Hyun and Sun Yijin were heartfelt, genuine, and powerful. People inside the venue wiped away tears, while fans around the world expressed their emotions online. Some declared they had waited years for this moment. Others said it felt as though they were watching a drama finale brought to life. Yet unlike scripted stories, this one was real. The sincerity between the two actors shone brightly in every glance, in every touch, in every smile. The love was undeniable and impossible to ignore. The guest list was a glittering who's who of the Korean entertainment industry. Colleagues, co-stars, directors, and friends filled the hall, adding to the grandeur of the occasion. The atmosphere carried both celebration and reverence, as though everyone knew they were part of a historic moment. Cameras clicked discreetly, capturing fragments that would later spread like wildfire across the internet. Fans analyzed each photo, dissecting every detail, from the way Hyun held Sun Yijin's hand to the expressions of those who watched them from the crowd. Online platforms became overloaded with traffic as fans posted reactions at lightning speed. Hashtags like Binjin Wedding, Hyun Sun Yijin, and Wedding of the Century dominated Twitter, Instagram, and Weibo. In minutes, the scale of global excitement was staggering. Within hours, millions of posts flooded timelines, accompanied by edits, videos, fan art, and heartfelt messages from across the globe. News outlets called it the internet-breaking wedding, a phrase that soon stuck because never before had a celebrity marriage generated this level of instant worldwide engagement. But what made this wedding truly extraordinary was not just the grandeur or the fame of the stars involved. It was the story behind it. Hyun and Sun Yijin had both been in the industry for decades, facing rumor, scrutiny, and endless speculation, yet they always carried themselves with grace. Their romance blossomed quietly away from the spotlight, grounded not in hype, but in genuine respect, admiration, and love. That authenticity resonated with people. It reminded fans that love stories do not just exist in fictional dramas, but in real life too. The ripple effects of the wedding spread far beyond the immediate circle of fans. Brands rushed to capitalize on the buzz, using the couples' names to market products. Fashion designers highlighted the bridal gown, jewelry companies emphasized the rings, travel agencies promoted honeymoon packages inspired by the couple. Everything connected to Hyun and Sun Yijin suddenly carried more value. The economy of fandom proved itself powerful once again. International media picked up the story with headlines ranging from fairytale wedding to the union that captured hearts everywhere. Magazines dedicated entire covers to the newlyweds. Online portals produced countdown articles and retrospectives detailing every step of their journey, from co-stars to life partners. Entertainment shows debated how this wedding might influence future celebrity couples and industry standards. Cultural commentators explored why this particular marriage resonated so strongly with people across different countries and cultures. The answer seemed simple: love, authenticity, and timing. Behind the glamour, there were also intimate moments that humanized the Couple witnesses recounted how Hyun Bin's voice trembled slightly as he promised to stand by Sun Yijin forever, how Sun Yijin's smile never wavered, even as tears welled up in her eyes, how their families exchanged looks of pride and affection. The sincerity of these glimpses reminded everyone that despite the fame and fortune, this was still about two human beings committing their lives to one another. As night fell, the celebration transformed into a joyous party filled with laughter, music, and heartfelt speeches. Close friends shared stories of the couple's kindness, dedication, and love. Industry veterans praised them for setting an example not just as artists but as people. Every toast, every cheer echoed the same sentiment. This was not just a wedding, it was a moment in history, a memory that fans and attendees alike would cherish for years to come. The internet continued to erupt long after the last guest departed. Fan edits combined scenes from Crash Landing on You with footage of the wedding, symbolizing the seamless transition from fiction to reality. Video montages circulated showing the couple's journey from their first public appearances to the altar. Reactions poured in from celebrities across the globe, with many congratulating them publicly and expressing admiration for their love stories. Of fans breaking down in tears of joy went viral. Interviews with attendees added new layers to the narrative. Each detail breathed new life into the story, keeping the momentum alive for days and weeks afterward. The wedding remained a top trending topic online. Clips of Sun Yijin walking down the aisle amassed millions of views. Hyun Bin's heartfelt words to his bride became quoted endlessly. Fan communities organized celebrations from Manila to Los Angeles, Tokyo to London, Seoul to Sao Paulo. It felt as though the world collectively shared in their happiness. But why did this wedding hit harder than most analysts suggested? That it was the culmination of years of anticipation. Crash Landing on You had created a global wave of viewers emotionally invested in their chemistry. When news broke that the relationship was real, it blurred the line between fiction and reality. And when the marriage was finally announced, it felt like the happy ending everyone had been waiting for. In a time when the world had faced challenges and uncertainty, this love story offered hope, light, and a reminder that happiness still exists. The legacy of the Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin wedding goes beyond just entertainment. It represents a cultural touchstone, a moment when people across nations, languages, and backgrounds united over a story of love. The phrase broke the internet was not an exaggeration. Servers crashed, search engines flooded, and fan platforms recorded record engagement levels. This was not simply a wedding, it was proof of the immense connective power of love, amplified by fame and storytelling. In the months that followed, the couple continued to live their lives with the same grace that had defined their careers. They stepped into marriage as they had into every role, with dedication, humility, and authenticity, and the world watched not with invasive curiosity but with genuine support. Their story became a modern fairy tale, a testament to the idea that true love can exist even in the spotlight. Hyun Bin and Sun Yijin's wedding will forever be remembered not just as a personal milestone but as a cultural event that captivated millions. The internet broke because the love was real, the story was inspiring, and the moment was unforgettable. In a world overflowing with fleeting headlines, this union proved that some stories truly deserve to be remembered, celebrated, and cherished for all time.